Everyone, please put your presentee. Fourth standard students are there, so we will directly start with standard 4. Okay, today we are going to start with your new lesson. सब लोग प्रेजेंटी मार्क करेंगे चैट बॉक्स में. Okay. So here is a new lesson for you, chapter number 6, that is Omana's journey. Before that, please let me know whether I'm audible or not. Am I clearly audible? Yes. Okay. And my screen is also visible to you. Okay, let's start. Please do listen properly. Huh? Omana's journey. Omana and her best friend Radha were very excited. They were going on a train trip to Kerala. Omana was going to her grandmother's house and Radha was going with her family for a holiday. Omana's father had gone to book train tickets for both the families. यहाँ पे ओमाना एंड राधा ये दोनों बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स हैं जो कि केरला जा रही है. ओमाना उसके ग्रैंडमदर उसके दादी के घर जा रही है या फिर नानी, इट कैन बी. एंड राधा इज गोइंग फॉर हॉलीडे टू विजिट केरला. एंड ओमाना के जो फादर है वो टिकट्स बुक करने के लिए दोनों फैमिली के लिए गए हैं. ओके, देन just 2 days before their journey, Radha fell down from her bicycle and fractured her right leg. Her leg was put in plaster. The doctor said that she should not move her leg for 6 weeks. Radha's family had to cancel their tickets. The two friends were very sad. They had made so many plans about what they would do together on the trip. See, तो क्या हुआ उनका जो भी जर्नी था वो स्टार्ट होने से 2 दिन पहले राधा साइकिल के ऊपर से गिर गई और उसको इंजरी हो गई. और दैट इंजरी वाज मेजर, उसका पैर फ्रैक्चर हो गया. एंड डॉक्टर ने एडवाइस किया कि वो प्लास्टर करना करना पड़ेगा एंड वो अपने पैर को 6 वीक तक मूव नहीं कर सकती. सो दे वो दोनों बहुत उदास हो गए बिकॉज उन दोनों ने बहुत सारे प्लान किए थे. देन you will also like to go somewhere with your friend, right? जो भी आपके बेस्ट फ्रेंड होगी उनके साथ जाने के लिए आपको भी बहुत मजा आता, राइट? यस. एंड अगर बीच में ऐसे कुछ हो जाए तो हम भी ऐसे डिसअपॉइंट हो जाते हैं. तो दैट ओमाना एंड राधा बिकेम disappointed. Then Radha's amma had an idea. Omana, why don't you write down everything about your trip in a diary? Then, when you come back, Radha can read all about your trip. This way, you will not forget anything and it will also help you to pass the time on the train. तो ओमाना की अ, राधा की अम्मा ने क्या सजेस्ट किया कि ओमाना, तुम अपनी ट्रिप के बारे में एक डायरी में क्यों नहीं लिखती? अगर तुम ऐसे करोगे तो राधा को तुमने जो जो ट्रिप में किया वो सारा पढ़ के वो फील कर सकेगी और तुम्हें भी ट्रेन में एक टाइम पास हो जाएगा. Both the friends thought this was a good idea. Umana went home and found a notebook with black pages to write all about her journey. Here are some pages from Umana's diary for you to read. तो यहाँ पे इस लेसन में हमें उमाना ने जो भी कुछ लिखा था डायरी में वो हमें एक लेसन की एक चैप्टर के तौर पे पढ़ना है. ओके, यू ऑल आर रेडी फॉर दिस? यस एवरीवन? ओके, सी ओमाना's diary. It's 16th May, 16th May and 11:35. Okay, as soon as we had reached the station, we checked our names on the reservation chart. Soon the train reached the platform. We saw that the coach was already full. The train had started early in the morning from Gandhidham in Kutch. When the train came, there was so much confusion. People were getting off and others were pushing and trying to put their luggage inside, all from one door. So, अमाना लिखती है कि जब तक वो जब वो स्टेशन पे पहुंचे थे और उन्होंने रिजर्वेशन चार्ट में अपने नाम चेक किए एंड देन ट्रेन केम। वो चढ़ गए तो उन्होंने देखा कि उनका जो कोच था वो पूरी तरह सब भरा हुआ था बिकॉज वो ट्रेन गांधीधाम कच्छ के गांधीधाम से आ रही थी। कुछ लोग अपना सामान अंदर डाल रहे थे, कुछ लोग नीचे उतर रहे थे, कुछ लोग अंदर जा रहे थे। ये सारी चीजें एक ही दरवाजे से हो रही थी। सो देयर वॉज अ ग्रेट कंफ्यूजन। वी somehow managed to get in, find our seats, and put our luggage under them. By the time the train started, most people had found their seats and arranged their luggage. After some time, the ticket collector came and checked our tickets to see that we were in our proper seats. Amma and Appa had the lower berths, Unni and I had the middle berths. There are two college students who have the upper berths. On the other berths, there is a family with two children. They seem to be about our age. I will go and talk to them later. Have you traveled by train? Have you traveled by train?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो आप ये सारी चीजों को समझते होंगे, राइट? कि हमारा यस, एक स्पेसिफिक कोच में जिस सीट में जो भी बर्थ है वहीं पे हमें बैठना होता है एंड वी हैव टू पुट योर आवर लगेज अंडर दैट ओनली। ओके, सो शी स्टेटेड कि वहाँ पे जो जो फैमिली थी मैं उनको जाके मिलने वाली हूँ, उनसे बात करने वाली हूँ। नाउ आई एम सिटिंग नियर द विंडो एंड आई हैव स्टार्टेड राइटिंग अबाउट आवर जर्नी। Just as I have promised you, I will stop now because Amma has opened the tiffin box. Amma had packed a lot of food, dhokla with chutney, lemon rice, some mithai. My mouth is watering. I will write more later. So she's saying कि मैं अभी एक खिड़की में बैठी हूँ, खिड़की के पास बैठी हूँ और मैंने जैसे प्रॉमिस किया था मैं इस जर्नी के बारे में सारी चीजें लिखने वाली हूँ। लेकिन नाउ अम्मा हैज ओपन द टिफिन बॉक्स और उस टिफिन बॉक्स में ढोकला, चटनी, लेमन राइस और कुछ मिठाई भी है। सो नाउ आई हैव टू स्टॉप राइटिंग। नाउ some questions for you. Why was it so crowded at the door of the coach?
Ma'am, because passengers go and come, right, ma'am? That's why it is crowded, ma'am.
Okay, yes. Please raise your hand up before you say. Raise your hand. I will call out your name and then you can answer.
Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay. Have you ever traveled in train and when? Sir, चलिए raise your hand. Yes, Riddhishri. Have you
Ma'am,
ever traveled? हाँ.
मैम मैंने मेरा फैमिली टाउन जाने के लिए मैंने ट्रैवल किया।
Okay. Uh, yes, Jayasudha.
Ma'am, I had from Odisha. I had traveled in train from Odisha to Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. What food would you like to take with you when you travel and why? चलिए raise your hand for this also. Yes, Riddhishri.
Ma'am, a thali, ma'am.
Yes.
A thali, ma'am.
Okay, why?
So we don't get hungry at night, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Jayasudha.
Ma'am, that's right. Ma'am, I think because I have never sit on a train for a long time, so I have never taken food with me.
Okay, fine. What does the ticket checker do? What does the ticket checker do? Yes, Jayasudha.
Ma'am, it checks our tickets.
Yes, whether we have seated on the proper seats or not. Okay. How will you recognize the ticket checker? कैसे पहचानोगे उसे? Yes, Jayasudha.
There's a black coat and a white t-shirt and always asks about tickets.
Okay. Yes, Jesudha, what would you say about this?
Ma'am, Kalyani told that they will have a black coat and white under dress, and then they will have a tie, and
Oh,
then they will tell T T T T T T.
Oh, not Kali.
yes. Okay. And now, after lunch, it's 4:30 now and it's 16th May. After lunch, some people slept, but I was not sleepy. I kept looking out of the window. I saw many fields, but they all were brown and dry. Sometimes we passed small villages. They seemed to be flying back. Do you know what when the train is at a very high speed things outside seem to be running in the opposite direction. Okay. सो वो बता रही कि लंच के बाद कुछ लोग सो गए बट मुझे नींद नहीं आ रही थी सो मैं खिड़की के बाहर देखती रह गई मैंने कुछ खेत देखे जो कि पूरी तरह सूख चुके थे और ब्राउन दिख रहे थे और कुछ गांव भी जाते हुए देखे बट देवर सिम टू बी फ्लाइंग बाय जैसे कि जैसे उड़ते जा रहे इतने जोर से वो जा रहे थे तो हैव यू एक्सपीरियंस कि जब ट्रेन बहुत स्पीड से चलती है तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि जो चीजें वहां पे है वो अपोजिट डायरेक्शंस पे पीछे जा रही है यस हैव यू एक्सपीरियंस दिस
No, ma'am.
आप बाहर नहीं देखते ट्रेन से
Yes,
रिद्धिश्री
ma'am.
आपने
This
देखा नहीं
yes.
ओके earlier it was really hot now that it is evening there is some breeze अभी पहले बहुत गर्मी हो रही थी ना अभी शाम हो गई है तो वहां पे थोड़ी हवाएं आ रही है The sun is slowly setting and the sky has become orange. I have never seen it look like this in Ahmedabad. So she is from Ahmedabad. So she is saying कि धीरे धीरे सनसेट हो रहा है एंड उस वक्त पे पूरा आकाश है वो ऑरेंज हो जाता है तो वो बता रही कि मैंने कभी अहमदाबाद में बाद में ऐसा नजारा नहीं देखा Now, we have just passed a station called Valsad. The train stopped for only 2 minutes, but even for the short time there was so much noise. Chai, garam chai, one man was calling batata vada, puri shak, doodh, thanda doodh. People were selling and buying food on the platform. We quickly bought some bananas and chicos through the windows itself. तो वो बता रही कि एक स्टेशन पे सिर्फ 2 मिनट के लिए ट्रेन रुकी लेकिन उसी में कोई चाय बेच रहा था कोई बटाटा वड़ा कोई दूध तो बहुत सारा शोर हो रहा था और तभी उन्होंने बनानास एंड चिकू खरीदे ओके सो टेल मी व्हाट डिड ओमाना सी फ्रॉम द विंडो
Ma'am, Umana saw setting the sky and she saw people shouting.
नो पहले उसने क्या देखा था
Actually, my signal connection was not there, so the phone switched off, ma'am. I don't know.
ओके दैट वन आई टोल्ड यू ना कि द ब्राउन फील्ड्स ब्राउन एंड ड्राई फील्ड्स yes and then you can add that one that orange sky wala seat okay
We have to write.
not now what are some of the things that are sold at railway stations बताइए कौन सी चीजें और बेची जाती है रेलवे स्टेशन पे
Ma'am,
यस
chai,
रिद्धिश्री
eats and tiffins and some fruits they sell, ma'am.
ओके
Yes,
जयसुधा
Ma'am, bread and rice and dal also sometimes,
यस
sweet and books sometimes,
यस ओके गुड
water bottles.
यस यस now it's 8:30 I have made some friends they are Sunil and Anne. They are going to their grandmother's house in Kozhikode. Sunil has given me some storybooks to read. Sorry. So she's telling कि अभी मेरे कुछ दोस्त हो गए हैं उनका नाम है सुनील एंड वो भी अपने ग्रैंड मदर के घर कोझिकोड में जा रहे हैं. वेट फॉर अ मिनट. वेट फॉर अ मिनट.
मैम मैम
Just wait for a minute. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. No. Okay, so उन्होंने she said कि Sunil has given me some story. A little while ago, I went to brush my teeth, but there was no water in the bathroom. Somebody said that it will only be filled at the next big station. तो वो बता रहे कि दैट गर्ल इज सेइंग कि थोड़ी देर पहले मैं टीथ ब्रश करने गई लेकिन बाथरूम में पानी नहीं था. तो किसी ने कहा कि नेक्स्ट जो बड़ा स्टेशन आएगा तभी पानी भरा जाएगा. Okay, so why do you think there was no water in the bathroom of the train? Do you have any idea? Yes. Why do you think? Yes, Riddhishri, बोलिए.
मैम maybe the water supply tank might be overed, ma'am.
Yes. Imagine that you are going on a long train journey. What are the things that you will take with you to help pass the time? Don't say about your clothes and all. आई एम आस्किंग कि आप एक लॉन्ग ट्रेन जर्नी पे जा रहे हो और आपका टाइम पास करने के लिए आप कौन सी चीजें साथ ले जाओगे? यस रिद्धिश्री बोलिए.
Ma'am, my story books, my poems, my study books, and my toys, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Jayasudha, what about you? What you will take along with you?
I talk with my
Ma'am,
family, chat with them.
Yes,
ma'am,
Jayasudha.
I will take storybooks and clothes, and I will take
No, no, I have just asked it to pass the time. What you will
okay.
take along with?
I'll take my storybooks, my toys, my school books, and nothing.
Okay. Can you recognize who are these people shown in the picture and what work they do? Discuss. Okay, I will call out your name and tell you the number. You have to tell me the occupation of that guy and what do they do? Okay, who are they and what do they do? Yes, Riddhishri, first one is Riddhishri.
TC मैम.
फर्स्ट वन, नंबर वन, नंबर दिए गए उस हिसाब से देखिए बेटा.
Yes मैम. Porter मैम.
Yes. What work do they do? Porters.
Ma'am, they carry luggages of people, ma'am.
Okay. Then Jayasudha, the second one. Yes, Jayasudha.
Ma'am, signal man.
Yes, it we called it as a station master, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So what
Yes,
work
ma'am.
he do? What he is doing?
Ma'am, it is he is showing a green flag. That means that the train has to stop for now. It means the train has to go, and when he will show a red flag, that means the train has to stop.
Yes. What do you think about the third one? Yes, anyone? What do you think about that third one?
Cleaner, ma'am.
Look at again. Look at him again.
Ma'am, it's
Third
the
one.
driver of the train.
Yes, driver. Fourth is
Ma'am, TT,
yes. Fifth is
policeman,
sixth
Cleaner.
cleaner
cleaner.
sweeper. Seventh is
Ma'am, counter
ticket
lady.
counter. Yes, the lady working on ticket counter. Okay, good. Alright, it's done. The book. Alright, lesson is till here only. Let's see, is there any continuation part? No, that lesson was till there only. Do you think that it was completed?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I have the book.
Okay, so you have a checkout.
Yeah, ma'am.
It seems like incompleted, right, Ridhishri?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
she has not explained each and everything, and she has not reached only.
He didn't even write the book.
Yes,
Sorry, ma'am, for the inconvenience. Let me just check it.
yes, you can.
Ma'am, chapter number 8, right?
Six. It's sixth one. Omana's journey.
Yes, ma'am, it's still there only.
There only. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
ma'am.
I thought it
Ma'am,
seems like incompleted, right?
Ma'am, actually, there is one more chapter of that from the
Where it
window.
is?
Chapter
It is
number 7
relate
from the.
related to the same, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, chapter number 7, and I think chapter number 8 also. Yeah, chapter number 8 is also related to that only.
Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Welcome,
Jayasudha. So
ma'am.
we will continue, huh? Yes, we will continue. So now from the window. So from the window, what she is observing that we are going to study in lesson number 7. So let's start 17th May and it's 7:30. It is morning now, so it must be 7:30 a.m. Okay. It is morning now. Last night I went to sleep early. It was too hot to see anything outside. When the train stopped early this morning, I woke up. It was Madgaon. Madgaon is in which state? मडगांव कौन सी स्टेट में है? एनी आइडिया?
Mumbai, ma'am.
गोवा.
Goa?
is the major station of Goa. Okay. So it was Madgaon. That was written on the board at the platform. Appa said that we were going through the state of Goa. ओके तो उसने बाहर देखा खिड़की से तो सुबह हो चुकी थी एंड शी स्लेप्ट अर्ली बिकॉज इट वाज टू डार्क टू सी एनीथिंग आउटसाइड so when she woke up she saw a name plate which was stating that it was Madgaon and Appa said कि now we are going through the state of Goa हम अभी गोवा से जा रहे we got off at the station and had some hot tea and filled our water bottles the train started again जो भी मेजर स्टेशन होते हैं वहां पे ट्रेन थोड़ी ज्यादा ज्यादा देर रुकती है तो वो वहां पे उतर गए उन्होंने चाय पी एंड उनके वाटर बॉटल्स भी भर के ली नाउ ट्रेन फिर से शुरू हो गई थी आई फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू डिस्क्राइब द सीन आउटसाइड इट इज सो ब्यूटीफुल इट इज ग्रीन एवरीवेयर fields with red soil and green crops hills covered with trees yes from that side you can see all the beauties of nature when we go to the south now you can see the real beauty of nature सब जगह ग्रीनरी दिखाई पड़ती है yes
I'm also from southern India.
yes very good
There are so many farms in a town, ma'am.
yes रेड सॉइल एंड ग्रीन क्रॉप्स ट्रीज हिल्स सारी जगहों को पूरे नेचर ने कवर कर लिया था समटाइम्स आई कैन सी स्मॉल पॉन्ड्स एंड फार अवे behind the hills more water I can't make out if it is a river or the sea the air is cooler and not so dry as in Ahmedabad so वहाँ पे वो कुछ छोटे छोटे पॉन्ड्स देख सकती थी and hills behind hills more water she can see and इतने बड़े बड़े वाटर सोर्सेस थे कि वो लाइक वो पहचान नहीं पा रही थी कि ये रिवर है या फिर सी है हवा बहुत ठंडी थी वहां पे एंड अहमदाबाद की तरह ड्राई नहीं थी द ट्रेन पास्ट लेवल क्रॉसिंग पीपल आर वेटिंग ऑन बोथ द साइड्स ऑफ द क्रॉसिंग फॉर द ट्रेन टू पास There are buses full of people, cars, trucks, auto rickshaws, cycle, motorcycle, scooter, and even tangas and bullock carts with people and goods in them. Some people do not switch off the engines of their vehicles. Even while waiting at the level crossing, there is lot of smoke and noise. See, यहाँ पे वो बता रही थी कि अभी लेवल क्रॉसिंग था तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है लेवल क्रॉसिंग पे ये रूट यूजुअली लोग यूज करते हैं तो कुछ लोग अपने व्हीकल्स के साथ कुछ लोग व्हीकल्स में टांगास में दोनों तरफ से सिग्नल खुल जाने की ये जो बैरियर था वो खुल जाने की व्हाट यू कैन से वो वेट कर रहे थे ताकि सारे हम वहां से जा सके सो दैट गर्ल इज सेइंग कि उन्होंने इंजन तक अपने गाड़ियों के बंद नहीं किए थे सो वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा शोर हो रहा था बहुत ज्यादा स्मोक भी आ रहा था आई सी more people going under the bars of the level crossing how dangerous this is so कुछ लोग क्रॉस करने के लिए वो लेवल क्रॉसिंग पे जो बार लगाए जाते थे उनके नीचे से भी जा रहे थे सो इट इज वेरी डेंजरस at times our train crosses another train Unni and I tried to count the carriages in one such train but both the trains were going so fast we always got confused तो शी से कि एक एक वक्त हमारे ट्रेन के बाजू से एक और ट्रेन भी जा रही थी तो उन्नी एंड शी उन्होंने कैरियज काउंट करना चालू कर दिया बट बोथ द ट्रेन्स वेर सो फास्ट और इसकी वजह से वो बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज हो गए नाउ टेल मी व्हाट वाज द डिफरेंस इन द सीन दैट उमाना सॉ फ्रॉम द ट्रेन ऑन द फर्स्ट डे एंड ऑन द सेकेंड डे प्लीज रेज योर हैंड while answering yes Ridhishri
Ma'am, she felt the vast and strange of the opposite train. And then the second one, the train was going very fast and he didn't even count it.
No. Yes, Jesuda?
I think that the previous day, Omana saw dry and
Yeah.
dry fields, and but
Dry
now
and
she
brown
sees
fields.
green fields.
He didn't understand the question, man.
And yes, so you should ask me na before you answer. And then on the next day, she saw green fields there, and the breeze was very cool. I have asked that from the window when she was saying what difference was there on first day and the second day. That was the question. Okay. Now, Omana saw many kinds of vehicles at the level crossing. Which of them run on diesel और पेट्रोल? तो आप यहाँ से बता सकते हो कि कौन से व्हीकल्स डीजल एंड कौन से व्हीकल्स डीजल एंड पेट्रोल पे चलते हैं? यस.
Ma'am, truck and car.
ओके. ऑटो रिक्शा ऑल्सो. ओके.
Yeah.
Why was there so much smoke and noise from the vehicles at the level crossing? लेवल क्रॉसिंग पे व्हीकल से ज्यादा स्मोक एंड नॉइस क्यों आ रहा था? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस? यस रिद्धिश्री.
Man, because they were filling petrol and diesel, the smoke came. And because they stopped, the noises are coming, man.
Yes. They stopped over there, but they didn't switch off their engines, right? She has mentioned over there. They stopped for the train to cross the level crossing, but this didn't switch off the engine of vehicles. That's why noise and smoke it was too much. What can we do to reduce noise of vehicles and save petrol and diesel? Yes. What can we do? Yes, Riddhishri, बोलिए.
Ma'am, we should use CNG, ma'am.
Ma'am, I
Yes.
didn't understand the question.
Don't use
Yes, the question is ke,
and shouldn't go in private cars.
okay, what can we do to reduce noise of the vehicle and save petrol and diesel? Yes, Jesudha, have you understood now? पेट्रोल
Yes,
एंड
ma'am.
डीजल सेव करने के लिए हमें क्या करना है, या फिर ये जो व्हीकल्स है उनसे जो भी नॉइज पोल्यूशन होता है उसे रोकने के लिए हमें क्या करना है? सी, वहां
Ma'am,
पे उन्होंने लेवल क्रॉस. यस.
ma'am. We shouldn't always
Ma'am, we can use electric cars so that it won't produce any smoke, I guess, and the use of the petrol and diesel will be less.
Yes, that can also, we can do that also. And that here she has mentioned ना कि लेवल क्रॉसिंग पे भी उन्होंने इंजिन्स को स्विच्ड ऑन रखा था. So the first thing we should do whenever we are stopping our vehicle, we have to stop the engine also. Okay. Sometimes people cross the tracks even when the crossing is closed. What do you feel about this? Yes. Yes, Riddhishri.
Yes, ma'am. They shouldn't do such a thing.
Yes, it is very harmful. They shouldn't do. It can be fatal also, right?
They meet accidents, ma'am.
Yes, they meet accidents, and sometimes that accidents are then that accident leads to death. Okay. Later at 8:30. Later, I was sitting near the window with my eyes closed. Suddenly, the sound of the moving train changed. Khud, khud, khud. I opened my eyes. Guess what I saw? Our train was crossing a very big river on a very long bridge. As it was crossing the bridge, it sounded very different. The wheels rattled as there was no ground, only the tracks and the water down below. When I first looked down, I felt giddy. It was really quite scary. The river down below was full of water and had some boats. I could also see some fishermen on the banks. I waved at them, but I did not know if they could see me. So next उसे खुद 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 ऐसी आवाज आई तो उसने देखा नीचे तो it was she has closed the eyes. When she opened the eyes, she saw that the train was running on a bridge which was built on a very big river. It was very scary, she is saying, to see from the window into that river. And as there was no ground, only track was there, and water was below, the train is making the different sound. She saw some fishermen also. She waved at them, but she is not sure that they have seen her or not. Alongside our bridge, there was another bridge from buses and cars. This was built differently from ours. I think going over our bridge was more adventurous. So वहाँ पे एक और ब्रिज भी था जहाँ से बसेस एंड कार्स पास हो रही थी. सो वो कुछ अलग तरह से बिल्ड किया हुआ था cause buses and cars could not travel on tracks, right? So tracks के लिए एक अलग ब्रिज बनाना पड़ता है, and for this cars and buses to travel and all other vehicles, the road should be made, so that bridge is constructed with cement and all. And here for the bridge to be constructed for these tracks or for the railway to pass, they must use iron and steel. Okay, I think going ओवर ब्रिज वॉज मोर एडवेंचरस. तो उसे लगा कि ब्रिज पर से पास होना बहुत एडवेंचरस था. नाउ टेल मी, हैव यू सीन एनी ब्रिजेस एंड वेयर? इफ रिदिश्री यू आर फ्रॉम साउथ, आई थिंक आपने देखा ही होगा ट्रेन से जाते वक्त अपने होम टाउन.
Yes, ma'am.
यस. ओके. Yes, from South India, but where are you from?
Hyderabad, ma'am, Telangana.
Okay, Hyderabad. Okay.
I learned the Hindi very difficult, ma'am, but I got it now.
Okay. Now, have you ever crossed a bridge? एंड वेयर, आपने कभी ऐसा ब्रिज क्रॉस किया है एंड कहाँ पे किया है? यू कैन टेल मी. यस जयसुधा.
My hometown.
ओके.
I'm like Omana, I had crossed that bridge when I was traveling in train.
ओके. एंड वेयर?
Ma'am, that the same ride, I think, yeah, Vishakhapatnam, Andhra
ओके.
Pradesh
यस
to.
यस. ओके. यस. नाउ व्हाट वाज द ब्रिज बिल्ट ओवर? किस पे बना था वो ब्रिज?
Ma'am, brick.
नो नो, आई एम आस्किंग अबाउट अ वाटर सोर्स.
Lake.
रिवर. ओके, लेक. ओके. It must be a river cause lakes do not require a bridge क्योंकि वो छोटे होते हैं. Okay, it must be a river or sea also.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what did you see below the bridge? आपने ब्रिज के नीचे क्या देखा?
Now I saw water, ma'am, and
Okay.
crows hovering all over. I wonder why they were hovering. Now I know the answer. They were hovering for fishes, ma'am.
Okay. And what do you think? Why these bridges are made?
And because the train cannot travel in the water right now, that's why they
Yes.
built the bridges.
Yes. The last few hours have been so exciting. After breakfast, I climbed out onto the upper berth to read my comics. It was bright and sunny outside. Suddenly, everything became dark. It also felt a little cold inside. I was afraid. Then the lights in the train came on. Both outside, it was very dark.
They might
Somebody said,
ma'am. They are in a tunnel,
yes,
ma'am.
tunnel. Yes. Somebody said we have entered a tunnel. This goes right through the mountain. The tunnel seemed to go on and on. And then just as suddenly we were in daylight again. So outside it was sunny, bright and green. The train had crossed the tunnel. Appa explained that we were on the other side of the mountain. Since then we have passed through four smaller tunnels. Now I'm enjoying going through the tunnels. So what do you think? Why tunnels are made? Where the tunnels are made?
Ma'am, because it cannot travel on the mountain, right, ma'am? That's why they.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, what happens is, uh, we can broke or we can destroy the mountains to make our need. That railway track is our need, right? So we cannot destroy the mountain for that. So what we can do is we can make tunnel through that. So the tunnels are made so that we can cross of that mountains. Okay. So she's saying ki suddenly what happens, she goes to that upper berth and started reading her comic book, and what happens is suddenly it becomes dark and she was afraid ki what happened. Then her appa told that it was just a tunnel. तो उसने बहुत सारे 3 to 4 tunnels उस जर्नी में एंजॉय किए. So now she enjoyed that. Have you ever been through a tunnel and how did you feel? Yes, Riddhishri.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you repeat the question?
It was very
Yes.
adventurous, ma'am, and scary too.
Okay. Have you ever been to tunnel and how do you feel?
Ma'am, your was cracking in between. Can you tell again?
Okay. Have you ever been to tunnel? Uh, have you ever been through tunnel and
Yes,
how
ma'am.
do you feel?
Ma'am, I feel like I love it when I feel excited.
Okay. The route from Goa to Kerala has a total of 2000 bridges and 92 tunnels. See, why do you think there is so many bridges and tunnels? गोवा
Ma'am, I
से
think
लेकर
because there might be more water bodies and
yes, yes, more water bodies and more mountainous area. Okay, that's why they said कि it is a like God gifted है nature वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा है and that's why. Okay. Imagine and draw in your notebook what Omana saw under the bridge where her train crossed it. So that you can do. आप किसी ब्रिज से आपने देखा हो या फिर ओमाना ने जैसे देखा है और बताया है, आप वहां पे ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. Imagine if on the way there had been no tunnels and bridges, how would Omana's train have crossed the mountain and rivers? अगर
Ma'am,
bridges and
the
yes.
mountain didn't even cross, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Okay, so this is done for today. For the whole period, I have taught to standard fourth only. I have completed your lesson number 6 and
Ma'am,
more than half part of your lesson number 7. Okay, so we'll be continuing on I think Thursday. Okay, so we are going to stop over here and you all can leave. Bye bye, everyone.
bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
bye, ma'am.
Bye.